So in 2019, I lost 13 AdSense accounts.
13 AdSense accounts that were already producing money.
I had a very successful blog. I'll call it a successful blog because I had all metrics. Audience, traffic was good, but it wasn't monetized. I did a lot of things, right? So at some point, I started selling fuel on my streets. So I'll buy fuel 50 liters. I had a zero girls or calendar that, yeah, went to sell fuel to raise money to cyber cafe and buy data for my phone.
If you sell fuel, you take the money from the phone and you go to the cyber cafe.
Yeah. So I then started following a friend to go mood blocks. So we'll go out in the morning, I come back in the evening, we'll mood blocks, I come back. So when I moved Monday to Fridays, on Saturdays, we burned the money down cyber cafe. After 4 years of blogging, then I got monetized from a different blog. I rented a plot of land, built structures, and set out to start fish farm. I lost all my fishes. I think it was 2.9 or so. I took my mom's FCMB card. So that they do this $0.99 domain name. So I took an ATM card and I bought a domain name. Dollar was 120 M. So I bought a domain name. LivingTech.com. The month's ATM card. She's not rated today. So I use the ATM to get our stores.
That was an unknown investment.
Yes.
Hello everybody, and once again welcome to another episode of the Entrepreneurs Connect show. As always, what we do here is interview African entrepreneurs who are building businesses in Africa to learn from their journey. What's their story like? What are their successes? What are the things they failed at? The goal is that at the end of each episode, you're going to go home with something you can apply immediately to start seeing results in your life and in your business. And as always, we usually have special guests in the house. This one has been a long time coming, but finally, we're going to record this episode. I'm excited for this one. Welcome to the show, my man, Larry Frank. How are you doing?
Very fine, thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me here. Yeah.
It's been a long time coming. I mean, I've been trying to schedule with okay, when we come back in October, I'm going to do this. And by the time you're back, I'm out of town again. Well, yeah, welcome. Thank you very much for honoring my invitation. I really appreciate this. Are you ready to rock and roll?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, how I'd like to start is to hear your story. What was life like growing up for you?
Okay. I grew up in the typical African home, right? You know, where my dad used to be an electrician and also a deacon in the church. So I grew up in the church most of my life. We were playing instruments.
You're playing instruments?
Yeah, I played the keyboard, yeah. And then they used to send my dad around to plant new churches. It was a deacon, not the pastor one. So, and then my dad was someone that I really loved to know things, like find information, seek information. So he read a lot. And then it influenced us while we were growing up. So we read his books too about different things for sales and a wide range of topics. It wasn't just about a specific topic, but just everything. Like, yeah. And then, until 2010,
Yeah.
right? So my dad lost his job, and then things got difficult, and I was like, although then I had already come online because there was a time my dad took I and my elder brother to the cyber cafe. I was like, this is a computer. You can find anything you want to find online. Yeah, just search anything. So because we loved Michael Jackson, my other brother was like, let's see Michael Jackson. That was Yahoo searching it.
Yeah.
So my dad then started Michael Jackson and we saw his picture and his biography and stuff.
Yeah.
My dad was, I want to see you at this. Yeah, I want to be on this stuff one day. Yeah. So after 2 times my dad lost his job, I started seeing the possibilities to make money online, right? And then I was, I started figuring out things and then trying to within or two online to make money. Yeah.
Awesome. So where would you say you got your entrepreneurship flair from? Do you think you were born with it, or do you think something you learned along the way?
Yeah, I would say there are two ways to actually to be what you are, who you are. There are two things I have mentioned. It's either nature or nurture, right? So nature in the sense that maybe your dad used to be that kind of person, so it's hereditary, you just genetics, or your experience, right? So yeah, and my dad, he wasn't that kind of person that wants to adventure into new things. He just wanted to get a job.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to try a business and stuff. He was not that kind of person, right? So, and growing up, I was really an introvert. Like, I just wanted to be by myself. So, luckily for me, I found blogging that wouldn't really make me meet people. I didn't necessarily have to talk to somebody or close a deal or anything. Just stay in my heart and write. So it was just striving to succeed. After, like I said, my dad also job 2010. So I was just striving to succeed. I was looking for what's the next thing I can do to make money. Yeah, so it's nurture. Yeah, the environment, experience at that point. I just had to succeed. That's it.
So how do you learn about blogging?
Okay. I told you about my dad taking us cyber cafe.
Yeah.
So after that, I and my brother used to go to cyber cafe to go and play Rambo. So they give us snack money from school. Our snack money would then go to cyber cafe. We don't buy anything in school. After school, we go to cyber cafe, go to Rambo game, and then we play. So it became a thing in my street.
By time.
Yeah, just play game. So it became a thing in my street where a few of my friends and his friends would keep our money together. Then we go to cyber cafe and we play Rambo game. So at some point, my elder brother stopped playing with us. So when we go to play game, he will leave us, take his money alone, and then buy time for a different computer. We are kids, we are really, really small as at then. I remember he created my first email. I was 7 years old when he created my first email for me.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So we are really children. So he would take a computer by himself and then just surf the internet. So one day he was on a site and he saw create a website like this. It was Waka.mobi.
Wapka, use Wapka.
Yeah, I used Wapka. He clicked on it. And then Joko, I was like, started trying to figure out things.
Yeah.
Before he came, I was like, I have a website, oscarfrankie.com. I was like, how? So yeah, I still know how to build those and stuff. So fast forward to him creating his forum, NigerBoys.tk, one of the biggest forums then for freelancing cheats and stuff. I was an admin there. So I then started getting more of what the internet space was like, how to, delete things on the forum, Then I felt like, okay, I should create my own website since I'm getting to know about the city. Yeah, so 2008, I created my website. It was Lufakia. So people really that I'm often asked where I got the name Lufakia from.
Yeah.
So it's a combination of the initials of everybody in my house. Starting from Larry, Oscar, and everyone else. Yeah. So I did Lufakia.tk then, and then I tried to grow the forum. But before I could put in so much energy, people are leaving Wapka. They started leaving Wapka. It was Wapka and Moth.mobi there. Yeah. So people started leaving Wapka to create their own blogs or log press.
Yeah.
So I was just on Wapka, and the bad thing about Wapka was while you're moving, you can't move your content.
Yeah, exactly.
The database, right? So everybody left. I was still on Wapka. So I didn't have money to buy a domain name.
Yeah.
To get a domain name. So I'll see this on camera, so my mom will forgive me. So I think it was 2.9 or so. I took my mom's SMB card. So that they do this $0.99 domain name. So I took an ATM card and I bought a domain name. Dollar was 120 M. So I bought a domain name. Fluenttech.com from mom's ATM card. She's not about it today. So I used ATM to get our stuff.
That was an unknown investment.
Yes. So I got Fluenttech.com and I moved to Blogger. Started writing freelancing cheats and stuff. I had a very successful blog. I'll call it a successful blog because I had all metrics. Audience, traffic was good, but it wasn't monetized. So every day I want to just come and write for them, but I know if I write, there will be comments. So I was feeling happy that, I can write something and then people will comment and people listen and they're happy that's working for them.
Yeah.
So I started writing on the blog. So I was teaching blogging tips and then freelancing cheats blog. So I couldn't get monetized because of the hats, and you can't. Google won't approve you.
Yeah, when you're sharing
cheats
and all those things.
So I wasn't approved until after 4 years of blogging. 4 years of blogging, then I got monetized from a different blog. But then it could use AdSense to put on any
4 years.
Yes.
How are you keeping body and soul together? Sorry, in those 4 years.
I did a lot of things, right? So at some point, I started selling fuel on my streets. So I'll buy fuel 15 liters. I had this
work as a counter.
Yeah. I wanted to sell fuel to raise money for cyber cafe and buy data for my phone.
If you sell fuel, you take the money from the phone and you go to the cyber cafe.
Yeah. Then I did that. It wasn't really sustainable. So I was like, okay, I'll start. I play keyboard for my church. But like, since they don't pay me, I'll just have to wait to pay the thing So I started for shows. And then shows were not coming up every time. We had a lot of musicians in Lomiko. A lot of people played keyboard. So I then started following a friend to go mood blocks. So we'll go out in the morning, I come back in the evening, we'll mood blocks. I come back. So when I moved Monday to Fridays, on Saturdays, we burn the money down Sabah Cafe.
Serious.
Yeah. So that's how I was just, I go to mood blocks during the day and I work on my blog during the night, throughout the night. And if you come to my blog, people are commenting, like people feel like this guy's making money from this blog and stuff. I wasn't making a dime. In fact, if they knew I was any modern blog then it would have been fun, yeah, but I made my first $50, I think 2013, from blogging, 2013.
You're from 2008, 2009 to 2013.
Yeah, I won't go to it blogging because I was in WordPress or yeah. There was one Indian company that contacted me and they were like, "You want to place a sponsored post on that blog?" I was like, "Wow, $50." I didn't even bargain. Don't do that. I just sent.
So how did you take the payment?
PayPal. So there was this my other brother's friend in Moscow. We are bloggers too. So I asked him if he had PayPal and said, "Yeah, I have a sponsored post. I'd like you to help me receive it." And as at then, it was 7,500 naira for $50. So yeah, that's how I made my first money from blogging.
That's interesting. During that wait time, 4 years grinding, no money and all of that, what kept you going?
I would say, it's not like now that we are adults and we have responsibilities.
Yeah.
Even if I had responsibilities, then it would just be a little below. And it's voluntary. It's not like I must do these things. Yeah. So I had people feeding me.
Yeah.
I was sitting from the house. I just needed money to go to Sabah Cafe, right? So it wasn't really as tough as it would have been if I was, or if I had left the house. So I was still in the house, eating from the house, and then just doing my thing. Was like a side thing I was just doing, but it was like my everything, my life, everything was there. They need. Always once I'm back from the site, I'd go with my phone and yeah.
If you let's say you're in your office seated and this young chap walks in, still staying with his parents, no responsibilities, but he wants to build a great future, and he sits down and he says, "Please, Larry, what should I do? I'm giving myself a 5-year time frame. I want to build something out of my life, but this is my current situation." What would you tell that person?
Okay, first of all, it's not like before when we set out, right? There was no handouts. There was nobody you're not like people doing it that you could run to and say, all of us are just starting at the same time. Not that there is a lot of information out there. So right now, I would need to tell someone to start a business. Blogging is a business. And it requires a top money. So I would tell people that don't really have funds, capital to do a business, to learn a skill. Lots of skills to learn and make money. I have friends that do project management. I have friends that do video editing and they're doing very well for themselves. So learn a skill. I can't really point a skill that to you. Maybe if I discuss with you, I'll then what's fit for you. Yeah, but learn a skill, monetize the skill, then you can then go further to start a business, a tech business.
How do you monetize the skill? Can we kind of break that down?
Okay. I personally, have I've done freelancing on Fiverr, right? On Fiverr. So in 20, I'll just give my experience with Fiverr, right? In 2017,
Yeah.
I tried freelancing in 2014. Article writing, it wasn't really good. But 2017, I made a lot of money from freelancing. What did I do? It was Bull crypto Bull Run. I was like, okay, well, how can I make money from this? Now, aside buying ICUs, I was buying ICUs or top ICUs. So then, since I've done article writing before,
yeah,
I saw projects in their white papers. I went to Fiverr, created a gig. I write for papers. Right. Now, the truth is, they were not, it wasn't like a lot of people were doing these things. It was just a few of us on Fiverr doing this stuff. And then people messaged me, I want to write about paper. I said, okay, I write for $200, write and design $500. So, started getting jobs from Fiverr. But the country we are, Nigeria, it's kind of difficult to work with international people based on payments, and then the way they see Nigerians, very different Nigerians. So, but I was getting jobs from Fiverr here and there. There are a lot of freelancing platforms too that people can register for and then try to get jobs. Yeah, but personally, I used Fiverr at the time. I tried to sell my skill. Yeah.
Nice. So we are at, you have said learn a skill, you have said monetize the skill. Now you've learned the skill, monetizing the skill. We're still talking to this young chap, by the way. Learn the skill, you've monetized the skill. Let's say you're making some money now. Let's say even say you're at $500 per month and you have a 5-year goal. How do you take advantage of that to build something good out of your life?
Okay. First of all, it takes a long time 5 years is not enough to get everything together, right? 5 years is not really enough. So your 5 years goal, what are you planning to achieve in 5 years? Are you planning to own a business that looks like a business that has done for 20 years, has gone for like 20 years down the line, right? So 5 years is still you starting out now. 5 years is still like a time you're still learning, it's still a learning process. It's not like a time you be like, okay, I know everything I should know now and I should start something big. So in 5 years, if you have something that's giving you money, I just think you should invest more in knowledge within that 5 years period. Invest more in knowledge, try to learn, advance what you know. So the easiest way to scale is actually to improve on what you know, right? Yeah. So if, let's say for instance, you do video editing, and then you are making money from video editing, the best thing you can do is to open an editing agency.
Not to put the money in crypto.
Yes, not put the money to sit there, right? That's what you do. That's what you know how to do. So scale up. Yeah. So I'll sit there and learn, and then try to scale up that same business that's giving you money.
Beautiful. So let's go back to your story. So you were talking about how that you got your first $50 in 2013 and took it through PayPal, right? So how did it go from there? How did you build it out to what you have now?
Okay. After then, we started figuring out that you could run ads on Facebook, advertising on Facebook. So,
what year was this?
This was 2014. So I met one of my mentors, Mr. Desmond Wosu. My boss is there. Yeah. So I was at the bank. Then as of 2014, he sold his blog for $10,000 there. Then so it's like OG of the OGs. Yeah. So I was at the bank and somebody met me. Say, my senior man, they call you. Like all these courses after me again. You know that word.
If you're important, senior man means something different.
But I was like, these courses have come again. I was scared. I looked into the car. Couldn't see the person. Person said, Larry, come.
Oh, he recognized you.
Yeah, and I went. I said, what's Mr. Desmond? I was like, what's the day? He said, just no, they talk about the blogging money at an anything, So he then gave me some, I said, I should come to the house. So I went to his house, and then I saw blogging from a whole different light. He was doing something different from what I was doing. So I was trying to build SEO blogs, rank on Google and make money. But Mr. Desmond was spending money on advertisement and then making money. So it was it's the kind of blogging we call arbitrage today.
Arbitrage blogging.
Yeah. So,
how does it work? Yes.
So what you do basically, as the name implies, arbitrage, it's you buying something cheaper and selling higher. So what you're buying cheaper is trash of it. You pay Facebook, and Facebook sends it to your website. You send it to Google, since you use Google AdSense on your site. So if Facebook is giving you 20 naira for one person, and Google is paying you 40 naira for one person, you're just doubling your money.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it's more technical than I said it. So there are a lot of things that you have to put in place, like optimizing your ads, optimizing your website to get higher CPC. CPC is cost per click, all those things. Yeah. So yeah, Mr. Desmond then showed me how I was running. Very, very selfless man. Very, very selfless man. He took my laptop and ran my first card for me.
Wow.
Yeah, he was like, bring it. So then, and I was like, I want to be like this man when I grow. Oh, yeah, I was like, I want to be like this man. Then I went to his house. We're living in a 2-bedroom flat, 11 acres, cameras, and we're just living comfortable. I was like, I want to be like this man. Yeah. And then from there, we became very close friends. I'm always going to his house every time. I say go to his house every time. And then since then, okay, there was a point in my life where I stopped blogging. That was 2017. Got distracted. Crypto money, very sweet. So I started watching YouTube videos about crypto. This guy was doing magic, raising numbers, from 500, we are going up to 1,000. I was like, yeah. So I started investing in ICOs. I have a video I still have some videos on my YouTube. I carried them on my Facebook page from way then, where I showed my wallet then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just gathered everything in my crypto that I had in my crypto holdings, got Bitcoin, I put in the wallet, and I tried to make the video. So as at then, I made over. That was there, man. No, I don't want to get. Yeah, nice money. So I did over $100,000, $140,000 in 2017. I lost everything. Back down to $6,000. After converting to Bitcoin, I still had to go and convert back to those files. I used that stuff to just do a video, then I converted back. Oh, you get so. We entered the bear season, not the East, and then I had left my blog for like over a year. My blogs were dead. They're not making me any money, and then I was down to like 6K. So I came back to blogging. And then started pushing buttons there and there. Yeah, it wasn't really easy. It's ups and downs. It's not really a smooth sail blogging because arbitrage blogging, it's really different from your personal blogging, like where you do SEO, you rank your site and stuff. You have to spend money. Sometimes you lose money for a month and you're spending trying to get something that works. But when you get something that works, you make all the money back. Listen, right? So imagine when you don't have enough money, enough capital to test things out. So you test and you lose money, you just get scared and you stop. Sometimes what you're doing work, but you have to run for like 2 weeks before you start seeing results. But when you run for a week and you spend money to that 1 week, this result, because you don't have capital, you just like, let me leave it. So I faced some challenges then in 2017 and 2018. That was 2018, yeah. But then I finally came back to blogging, and then we're doing it full time now.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, now, do you think like a mentor or a coach is important when you're growing as an entrepreneur?
Very, very important. It's very important you have someone that has done this thing before, what you want to do before you, right? So he just points you to the right direction. So let's take for instance Mr. Desmond.
Yeah.
Imagine I didn't meet him. Or I've been doing SEO blogging, right? SEO blogging takes that you can build a blog for 2 years and then you're making $100, $200 a month, $500 a month, right? Yeah, but somebody just told you, okay, you can put $1 million and make $2 million in one day. And it's like, wow, it just changes the way you see the business. So getting a mentor is very important. Yeah, it makes you get to be a bit faster.
Yeah. So mentors are like, they help you fast track.
Yeah, fast track the process.
Awesome. So do you have like any strategies if somebody wants to get a mentor? Apart from going to on social media shop, mentor me, sir.
Yeah. The truth is, most people I know I'm coming from the blogging background, right? Most people I know that blog rarely want to spend their time teaching somebody something because it's very difficult. It's really difficult, especially for someone that hasn't blogged before. You have to learn a lot of things, but the best way to gain access to someone to mentor you, right, is it's my heart. Man, it's really difficult because I'm trying to use myself for instance. No, how somebody messages me, I won't supply.
You don't have to message after now.
Well, generally, what you can do is to offer value to people that want to mentor you, and then you try to gain access that way. Like, say, for instance, if I'm to meet Desmond now, there's someone that doesn't want to, doesn't have my time and stuff. I see his blog. I know how to do graphic design. I can design his logo. I'm like, hey, boss, your logo is not good. Easy. Take this one and use it. I can come again and then, you don't have access to the site. Let me write for you, maybe for free. Or if I start doing these things and I tell them I have a blog too, I'm not making money on the blog. So once you look at it on like videos and do this,
Sure.
But yeah, for my industry, it's really difficult. It's really, really difficult to get someone.
Nice. So Mr. Desmond introduced this arbitrage blogging thing, and then you started it, right? How did you start getting money to invest in ads, and then how did you sustain it? Because at the end of the day, this is a business, right? So how did you sustain it?
Okay. in 2014, I had already started making some money from my blog. So as at the time, all we were doing was spamming. We were spamming Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook
groups and stuff. So I was like, you see me every day, I'm posting on there, I'm joining a new group I see. Big bits. Yeah, then so it was spamming. So when there's more, like, that is stress now. Why don't you just run out and do so? I had some money, I was making some money, maybe 200, 500,
dollars.
1,000 even, yeah. Sometimes so around like every time, yeah. So he then introduced me to ads. I was like, this is very easy. I just sit up my ads, I go about my day. We have blogs right now that we've not written for since January. No written an article on the blog since January. But it's making us money. So it then became very easy that, we just need one very good content and then good creative, and then you can just stay your whole life, just fund the other account every month. Yeah. So.
Nice. So at what point did you know that, okay, it's now time to, take this thing very seriously, expand, build a team and all of that?
It's not be like I've had a team all along. I've had people working for me.
Since 2013?
No, since 2017. Like when I came back since 2018, when I came back to blogging, until I left, I was started from Skype.
Yeah.
So what happened was, let me just give a backstory.
Mm-hmm.
When we finished, after the bull run, I said I lost some money and everything. I didn't have any money with me again. So I then went to Abuja, went to my brother's place, and I was like, I want to stay and work for some time. And so I created a new blog. Not a new blog. I don't know if you know Mr. Ify Okinkem.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So I sold a blog to him in 2013, one of my blogs in 2013. So he left the blog, abandoned it, and blog expired, the domain expired. So I bought it back. So I bought it back, and then I started a music blog.
Okay.
So I was in Abuja, I was sitting in the house from morning till 7 o'clock. Then I'll go out and buy food and come back and work again. Like I was writing at music. We were doing up to 100 songs a day on the side.
What are you doing? Lyrics?
No. MP3 download music.
Oh.
So I worked on that blog for the first month, second month. I already had AdSense. So I just into my AdSense. First month, second month, the blog started making some money, like $300 a month. I then hired 2 guys to start writing for me. Right? They writing for me. So before the third month, I was making $300, $500 a month from that blog. It was very fast because the blog was an old blog already. So it had some link, juice, drank. So I came back to Port Harcourt. So since then, from starting a new blog, I've just getting staff remotely work from me. So in 2021, I was like, this whole thing is better I bring everybody together to one place and then working from there. Right? I had to get a space and then put my people down. So started working from the office, yeah. So at that point, I felt it became overwhelming for me. Like, you have to talk to this at one age. So when now we're together, we have people that like managers, team leads for different blogs and stuff. Yeah, so it's easier now. Yeah.
No, awesome. So what does it feel like to go from this person that was doing all sorts of things between 2009 and 2013, keyboard playing, selling fuel, carrying blocks and all of that, to go to the cyber cafe to try to work on this dream that you had, to now employ people and start paying them? What does that feel like for you?
As much as it's fulfilling, right? It still feels like it's just still me. I still feel like it's still me. I've never doubted myself before. I've never doubted like it's not possible, yeah. And in my head, I still feel like this is Larry. This is that same Larry that used to carry blog, that's to play keyboard and stuff. I don't feel different. But aside, yeah, there are some advantages to this, what we have right now. Yeah, but I don't really feel different in my head. Yeah.
That's nice. So, Larry, you start making money. How did you so let me phrase this question very well so it makes sense to you. Some people encounter money, right? And you see them on for 1 year, 2 years. And then by the next time you see them, they are down to zero, right? So what's the attitude towards money, saving, investments, growing the money you have, but managing it, basically?
I used to blow money before. I used to be, not like I was extravagant, or not like I was really like spending money on things I needed, but I used to give out money too much.
Mm.
If you ask me now, I say your grandmother for the shovel. I say how much you come out the shovel? That was how I was before. Like when I was in school, when I was in school, I was 200 level, I paid school fees for like most of my classmates. I would feed the Lagos that they come back. My boss would say I didn't leave, I never come back. I want to come back. Say I didn't pay a flat for you. That kind of thing. You understand? I was just free. I didn't have like responsibilities for this money. Like, okay, I should do this. I wasn't thinking about all those things. Yeah. You know. So there was time our VC brought a new rule to the school that if you didn't pay your school fees before a deadline, we repeat them the section there. And then everyone was coming to me like, Larry, about the school fees and stuff like that. I give up to 15 school fee. Like, you come, I'll give you at the short bets. You get. So that I was just very like in my house there, and you see like 12, 15 people just in my house. I'm feeding everybody, like was feeding them.
That's interesting.
Yeah, in school then. So at some point, you know, my other brother is very conservative. Like, he doesn't spend money. Because my brother spends money, it's very difficult. He was one that was like talking to me like, guy, you don't keep your money like that. You know, you have plans for your money, stuff, you know. So, but over time, I got to learn about money. You know, watching videos on YouTube, and stuff. So like I started learning, you need to throw money into things that are actually fetch you money back and stuff, you know. Yeah. So yeah, that was it.
Nice. So right now you're not like that anymore.
After gone. Yeah.
You know they give shishi.
See.
All right. Beautiful. So, what would you say is your favorite book? The one that's had the most impact on you?
Okay. Currently, I'm reading the book. It's Your Next 5 Moves. Your Next 5 Moves by Patrick by David.
Oh, PBT.
Yeah, very, very, very nice. Very, very nice. So, the book is about you. I want to use a word, but the word I want to use is programming term. So it's like you concatenating in your head. It's like you planning what you're going to do next and next and next, and if this outcome comes, what I'm going to do, you know, after like planning yourself for the next 5 moves. So if I do this, these are the possible outcomes. If this happens, I'll do this. But if this happens, I'll do this. And if this happens, I'll do this. And if this happens, what I'm doing this can happen.
Yeah.
And if this happens, you know, like your next 5 moves, up to your next 5 moves. And it talks about how it's a good thing for every businessman to have a strategy. Yeah. And then, you know, know your next 5 moves. Yeah. So it's a very interesting book. It's a very interesting book. Right. I really love it.
That is nice. Is it hard copy?
Hard copy.
I should find it as well. I think it's a book I would like. That's awesome. This has been a very, very, very insightful session. Yeah. I wish there was time for us to open up some more things, because I'd have really loved to go more in depth and see, how do you, for example, your struggles right now, how do you manage with the whole Facebook bans? Well, I mean, because what you do is quite risky. You're putting in money and all of that. Has your AdSense account been taken away before?
A lot.
Tell me about it.
A lot. Right. So, you know, I started blogging for a while and I came back.
Yeah.
So in 2019, I lost 13 AdSense accounts.
13 AdSense account that were already producing money?
No.
Okay.
And so what I did then was I came to Abuja, you know. My ads, I knew how to run the ads and stuff. I showed my other brother, like, look at this stuff, you know, run. He was running, his friends too. We are running Arbitrage, like we are saying, I'll buy AdSense and they'll ban me. I'll buy again, they'll ban me. I bought up to like 6, 7 in Abuja. What else in Abuja? They kept banning, so I felt like, okay, these guys might be tracking my IP and stuff. I got a new laptop, got a new MiFi device, and I came back to Port Harcourt. I then ran ads again in Port Harcourt. For 1 month, they didn't ban me. Now, after running that for 1 month, the next AdSense pays on 21st of the next month. The next month on the 18th, I got their mail. I was like, what? I stopped blogging for that year. I stopped blogging for that year. So I came back again 2020. That was 2019. I just stopped blogging. That was the last ban that I stopped. And then I came back.
Why did you stop? Is it like it took a mental toll on you or
Yes,
whatever?
yes. You know, it's like you've lost so much money, and then like, this is not from me. Let me look for something else to do. I'm someone that I don't like to stay at. I want to do something at every time, every point in time, right? So I was like, okay, let me try something offline. I rented a plot of land, new structures, and said I want to start fish farm. I lost all my fishes. And I was like, this is not my thing. This is not my thing. That was the first time I was trying offline business after. Like, this is not my thing. Let's go back to what we're not. So 2020, I came back. I was like, okay, get a blog and start. Then something I learned in that period of time, right? Start as small as possible. Start as small as possible. Anything you do, start as small as possible. And it has been helping me. Because there are times when something happens to my AdSense accounts or stuff, and I buy a new one and I just pump money and I want to do and see lose, right? So right now when I'm doing stuff, I start as little as possible. So at that point, when I came back to blogging, I said I just started running ads with the littlest money. Because a day I was spending 10,000 naira, just 10,000 naira, just do it. Thank you. They paid me. The next month again, I scaled up to 15K. They paid me. I was like, they're not calling me again. So I just started scaling up. So, and you know, when you practice, you learn in practice. So when you practice, you then know, oh, this was the reason why they abandoned me. And this is why this has been happening like this. You know, now they're paying me and I'm seeing reasons why, since I'm doing that, I wasn't doing then that they made them ban me and stuff. So I then started acquiring more blogs and stuff. Yeah.
Awesome. So your years of doing this, your business and all of that, and you know, living life basically. What would you say are the 3 most important lessons you have learned in life?
Okay. First of all, like I told you, I have never not believed in myself. Right? So it's good for you to believe that you can do something. Yeah, I believe. Just believe that people are doing it. I can do it. Why can't I do it? There's a fool that be like, I have a cousin, a relative, that when they invited me for a wedding, you know, my big boys go there with a new figure there. You get? I see when I come to any place, I feel like all of us are the same. Yeah, we are the same. So believe in yourself, believe you can do anything first. Because if I didn't believe I could do anything, I wouldn't have like, oh, people are blogging. Okay, let me just try this blogging thing. So let me move from worker to blogger and all this. Yeah. Then also start as small as possible. Cannot be as big as somebody that's been doing stuff for a long time. So start as little as possible. That's what you want to do. Just start it, but start as small as possible. Don't wait to get the biggest. Some people want to start a laundry and they're waiting to get a store, or you know, start as little as possible. Get most to wash in your house, give to them back. You know, start as little as possible. And then thirdly, always keep capital.
That's very interesting. Can you open that up?
Yeah. So when I came back to blogging, right? Like I said, I learned that you should start small, yeah, but it wasn't intentional. It wasn't intentional. So I came back without of capital. Like I just had to start with what I had. Yeah. So if I was like stacking cash, I have things that could give me cash, or I have cash somewhere, and then I came back to them, I'd have gone like 3 times the pace. Now I had to start small and start growing. Starting small is very good. I learned it the hard way, But then at the same time, if I started small the first time, if I had known that starting small is good and I started small, the next month I'll be like, okay, since I know what works now, I can now throw in a lot of money. But now I have to use what is within my means, I put small, next month again I make some profit again, add it up, and so it took me some time to grow capital again. So always keep capital. Always keep capital.
Nice. This has been very exciting, especially this third lesson. I'm readily seeing, something I try to implement as well. I'm readily seeing how you can implement it in a lot of businesses. Always keep capital. You're selling digital products, for example, to the courses, trainings, and all of that, and you're running as per pay money. There should be somewhere that you're keeping capital there. Say, so if I need to run an ad tomorrow and I don't have money, I can fall on this place to, run an ad. So that's very interesting and insightful. Always keep capital. That's beautiful. And here's how we like to end the show. And the reason we do that is because when people watch shows like this, they tend to see both people in this show as, oh, they are perfect. They have everything in their life figured out. How to be like them. I don't know. So I'm going to ask you this question, Larry. What are you still struggling with in your life right now that you can share with us?
Business wise. Okay. I am kind of like an introvert, like I said. So getting to meet people, talk to people and stuff is really a difficult thing for me, right? So like there are some businesses we do too that require us to socialize, and stuff. But when I look at something like just find a creative that works on art. You just find a creative art, So it's really difficult. And networking is important. Very important. Yeah, but it's difficult for me. It's difficult for me. So I just prefer to let's find a way to run art and make it work. It will cost us more. But yeah.
But yeah, you guys there networking. I should release a course on networking. That's like a superpower. I struggle with a lot of things, but not networking. But yeah, I can really I understand that. Thank you very much, man, for coming on this episode and coming on the show. Can you tell people to subscribe to the channel right now?
Yeah, guys. Subscribe to Joseph Dawn's channel. Yeah, has a lot of amazing videos there. Yeah, subscribe.
Did you hear him? He said subscribe. So thank you very much, everybody, once again for tuning into this episode of the Entrepreneurs Connect Show. I'm sure you have learned a lot of things. I mean, me sitting here, I'm inspired. I've learned some key lessons. He has even reminded me, one of my favorite quotes from Alex Omoze is that you need to be reminded more than you need to be taught. And that's true. A lot of things he said there has rang bells in my head, and I'm running off to go implement again. So thank you for tuning in. If you learned anything, leave it in the comments. We have this show on next week, same station, same time. Till then, I'll see you. Take care and cheers.